Alright, so we're just gonna rewatch my white belt videos. This is the under 215 pound division white belt. I got no stripes. It's my first ever comp. I'm in decent shape, but at this point I haven't been lifting weights at all for a long time. And I've been training at Absolute in St Kilda for probably about 4 months, and before then I had sort of trained on and off, done a bit of no gi stuff, um, like at some good gyms, uh, but just like a typical class, just like a normal, um, so I went to CKB in New Zealand, in Auckland, because I thought, oh, this is going to be like sick, like the best gym, one of the best gyms in the world is here in New Zealand. So I went there, but it didn't make any difference. I was still a white belt. I was still like learning how to do stuff, and um, I was probably only training Jiu Jitsu twice a week there. So like I played rugby all my life, so I've got like a decent background in Jiu Jitsu, like a fair understanding of just body positioning and wrestling and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm just going to speed run through these videos and see if I can pick out a few of my thoughts as we go and review this. And next competition, I'll do it again, and then and again and again and again. So we'll see if I improve. Yeah. By the way, I will just make this disclaimer. Most of us in the under 215 div are not at the max. Like where I was, so 215 is about 97 kilograms, and I was 92.5 kilograms in this. And I think one other guy maybe was heavier than me, and maybe this guy was about probably the same weight as me. None of us are topping out at 97, and you can see that guy behind me here in the video, like on the other side of the mat. He's in the absolute division, I think, and he looked like he was probably just over 97. I was okay with it because I heard that being in the higher divisions means that you have a lower skill level. So if there's lower skilled opponents, then I'm happy to do that for like my first comp until I can move up to a different one. So we're hand fighting grips. Vinning is weight distribution. Trying not to get off balance, trying to counterbalance, looking for the underhook. He's got a good grip here on some of my collar. I don't really like that. I'm not afraid of him shooting for a takedown. I just feel like at this point he was never going to do that. I just don't want to let him get an underhook. Snap down. End up with like a shallow underhook. Try to go deeper. Flip him over a little bit. His gi ends up getting all like messed up. So it's just nothing there. I don't know, like, really, if someone's got like a death grip on you, it's really, really hard just in the gi to break his grip, establish your own grips. You kind of have to do it really quickly, or you have to wait until they're tired. So shoot, fake the shot, go to snap down head, arm drag. He falls to a knee, and I've got a front headlock, which is good position. Try to go to his back, he stops it, grabbing around the outside of my leg. So I recognize that arm needs to go. So I reach underneath, grab it, and block it with my knee. Scoot around to the back. Probably could have put a hook in there, didn't. Don't know why. Just didn't feel confident. Try to roll him over onto my leg, doesn't work. He starts escaping, so I just decide to pull up a rear naked. And I decide there, oh okay, I have to get a hook in, try to flatten him out. I probably should have done that straight away, tried to flatten him out, but for whatever reason I just didn't want to. Here, same thing. He's kind of like trying to escape, so I just start threatening to choke a bit more. I go across face. I felt like I was pulling pretty hard, and that did stop him from thinking about his legs. But here, at this point, I'm like, fuck man, I just can't seem to get underneath his chin, so I go try to climb to a different position. Got a half Nelson and a hook in. He's just gripping on my sleeve and making it really difficult for me to just slide it in, you know? You can't really slide it in. And I don't have any underhooks here. I've just got one hook on the wrong side of his body, so he ends up slipping out. And then I'm just trying to like smash straight into it. Knee cut doesn't really work here. He's got good grips, and he re-establishes his open guard quite well. All in all, I'm feeling like the adrenaline pump, but I'm starting to cool off a little bit, and it's starting to feel more like a natural roll in the gym at this point. I think we're both quite tired because we both like just blasted our forearms in the first 5 minutes of the match. First 2 minutes. I don't know how long this match is even. 5 minutes? 7? So I'm working headquarters here. This is a bit ballsy because I fucking suck at headquarters. But I'm looking for like a crossover knee cut, and I had one hand wrist grip, but it wasn't enough, and I didn't go high enough, and it's just shit. Here I really don't want him to like, you know, knock me off posture, so distributing my weight, finally clear it, but the match is over at this point, so moving on to the next match. This was my second match. This guy looked a lot more scary, but he felt a lot weaker. I decided to be a bit more aggressive with him. Try an uchi, doesn't work, he pulls guard, we both go down. And we sit here for like 2 minutes doing nothing. And I'm just thinking, this sucks. What am I supposed to do? Like, I don't like ankle, what's it called? Lock picking. I'm not a fan of lock picking. Because you know the whole like standing position. I'm trying to like hold his biceps. I know you're supposed to like go in between the armpits and hold down, and then stand up, posture away, and then like reach around. But I felt like it was quite risky for the triangle. I might get caught in the triangle. So you know, instead I decide to just challenge his guard a little bit, put my weight on him, see what he tries to do, and there you go, he ends up opening it up because I think he just wasn't like as physically capable of maintaining his guard. So fairly easily just cross and pass his guard here. He must have been tired. He looked tired going into it, to be honest. So same thing, I sort of end up in like front headlock position with this guy, and I'm thinking about moving to take his back. Actually, my game plan was Darces and Anacondas because I felt like I could get to a front headlock position. But with this guy, I felt like, oh, he was just like Dracula, just blocking, and I couldn't really get a good grip. So I moved to his back, and then that seemed easier. And after I end up with both hooks in, he sort of flattens himself out. It wasn't really me that did it. I'm trying to rear naked him, but I can't get under the chin, so I end up just covering his mouth like that, and he's tapping with his foot. At this point, I'm thinking, oh, I just won the first 2 matches. The second 2, you know, it'll be a piece of cake. Be easy, bro. Doesn't work out that way. This guy, I immediately felt he had skill. His base was strong. He was circling off well. He was moving away from me well. He pummeled that underhook in and flipped it around on me, and I was like, ah, fuck, this is not where I want to be. I just fake to grab his leg. It would have done nothing, but he pulls away and end up getting closer to a body lock, working that underhook in, getting closer and closer with every time, every attempt. Don't know what he's trying to do, honestly. He's not. I think with an overhook, it's unlikely that you're going to get an Uchimata on me. So I try to, body lock. He tries the Uchi, I just pull him back. And I hear him say, fuck, fuck. At this point, he's got a frame on my throat, and I almost vomit. I'm like, fuck. He flips it into like an escape here, and then basically he's on top. And I'm like, no, don't vomit. Trying not to vomit. Still here, trying not to vomit. I look over at my fiance and I just think, fuck, I've got to put on a brave face for her. He was pretty heavy, to be honest. I don't think it was very easy to get up from here, and I was so tired. And keep in mind, these matches are like back to back. Like normally I would maybe just try and push someone off me. Oh, he has like a good Kimura grip here, almost. Yeah, there you go. So he kind of gets a good like grip on that Kimura, and he's got, my head is underneath his leg as well. I'm just hooking on his leg. And I do something weird here, something that I've never even done before, that I don't even know what I did. I end up sort of like I don't know, just hooking on my own hand and using that as leverage to escape. Honestly, I've never done that before. I don't even know what I did. So I thought I was behind here, but I was actually apparently in the lead. And all I needed to do was defend. So I'm like, no, at some point I was. No, I end up losing this match. But I think it might be here. Where like I'm actually in the lead. I thought I was behind. And I'm like pushing the pace. Trying to like fucking get points on him. I should have just been like patient, you know. So I end up fucking up here. And I think he gets a takedown on me or something. Or I pull guard. What happens? I pull guard. Half guard. End up in half guard, but then he squashes the foot. What's going on? Oh yeah. So as a white belt, you can't reap the knee, right? So I try to go for like a straight foot lock. And it doesn't work at all. He passes me, and I think he ends up just getting the points from there. Yeah. See, I don't know. Someone should have said to me. I think they were saying to me like, "You're in the lead. Just don't let him pass. Don't let him pass." And then he passes, and I'm like, I don't know. It's all learning experience, I guess. Look at me, man. Just smashed. Just tired as fuck. All props to him though, he was a bit of a beast. I seen him when he walked in, like in his normal clothes, and he looked like pretty tank. Okay, this is the last match. This guy had like a weird stance. He's like kind of like going like that in a weird way, like twisting his own head over, like he's trying to figure out a puzzle. And he like goes at me like that. He had actually some interesting techniques. He didn't feel weak, but he didn't feel strong, and like he wasn't just like, he was strong when he needed to be, you know. And he pulls a good takedown on me here. Something that he seemed to have like skills that I wasn't aware of, you know, that I've never seen or felt before. So what does he do? Oh yeah, that was an interesting one. Starts walking the legs around, trying to go for the pass. I'm just resisting the pass as much as possible. This also, being my fourth match, this was also very tiring. Sort of a knee shield. Trying to control him, pull him into close guard here. Try to get a bit of a lasso on here. If I can get a lasso, I can maybe grab his leg and I decide instead to just climb up here. He tries to take me down, but I had good position. Unfortunately, he did get the points for the takedown. He didn't pass me, but he got 2 points for the takedown.
Let's go, Jordan.
Tries to go for like a,
Gotta get points.
what was it? Like a kick foot sweep thing. I'm not giving him anything. I'm not giving him reads. I'm not. I'm not disengaging entirely either, but I don't want to give it. I'm kind of giving him a little bit of a fake here and there. Yeah, but I'm not completely disengaging. I'm just aware that he took me down the first time, and I didn't see it coming, so I was aware that I didn't want to, you know, fucking get taken down again. Beauty says, Jordan, you gotta get points. I'm tired, eh? I was tired. I was like, fuck, I'm tired, but I gotta do something. I gotta keep pushing. Okay, somehow, if I can get into front headlock position, somehow. This is all just luck, you know? It's like my game plan was get takedown, get to front headlock, pull up a Das or an Anaconda, but I didn't actually have any good techniques in terms of getting a takedown. I just relied on intuition. Trying to establish here, roll off onto the other side here. Can't really see. Can't see anything. Where were we? Front headlock? Okay. Right. Boom. Tries to pull up an unlock here. I flip over. Go around to the back and he blocks the leg again. Try to pull him down. We somehow roll over all the way over to the other side. So I lose the hook entirely and he starts to wrestle up. And I get on top, but don't really... Oh, I should have stayed in half there. Maybe if I had established side control, I might have got some points there. Yeah. That's my dog's eating the wall. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, lots to learn. Fucking A. Alright guys, that was my first ever video, so it was probably shit, but we'll be posting more videos, and if you like my video, if you subscribe, I'll be posting more. I've got a no-gi submission only 10th Planet on Sunday, which is about 5 days away in South Melbourne, so I'll post that. We'll see how we go. Yeah, you can react, you can comment, tell me what I'm doing wrong, tell me what I need to work on. You know, it's all about progress, and Jiu Jitsu offers so many opportunities to get better. So yeah, I hope that I progress and get better, and we'll see you along the way. Cheers.